It is a week to honor police throughout the nation, and today the public is invited to a police memorial in Fond du Lac. The department lost an officer in the line of duty in March. Officer Craig Burkholz was killed during a standoff in the city of Fond du Lac, and officials say the suspect, James Cruxon, then took his own life. Officer Ryan Williams, along with his K-9 partner Grendel, were also seriously injured, but both are now back on the job. As for the investigation, the Department of Justice is handling it and has to this point declined to answer questions about the shooting. Angela Kelly is at the site of the Fond du Lac Public Safety Memorial this morning.
And she joins us now live along with the city's police chief. Good morning, Angela.
Good morning. Here he is, the city's police chief, Tony Barthuli, and we're standing here just right near the memorial here at Hamilton Park. And Chief, why don't you tell us what makes up this beautiful memorial?
Well, yeah, about 3 years ago we had the Leadership Fond du Lac group come in, and they want to do this as a project, and boy, I was so happy that we were finally going to get our own memorial in Fond du Lac. But you can see on the one side we have the police department side, and we have 3 fallen officers on that since 1898. And then the center stone is just, you know, it's a traditional slogan that's used for the fallen about a memorial. And then the fire department, which is unique, and a great thing is that there's no officers' names on that.
Glad to see no names on that one.
And as a son of a firefighter, that really makes me happy. So
you can't help but notice this bench. This is one of the newest additions just a couple days ago. Tell us how this memorial now honors Officer Craig Burkholz, who was killed 2 months ago.
Yeah, it's just fantastic. That bench, you know, when that came, I know I've seen some renderings of it, you know, when it first was built, but until I physically saw it, I mean, I couldn't believe how nice it turned out. And I know I sent a picture right away to Craig's parents and Ashley, and it's beautiful. And it's one of those things that pays such a tribute to Craig. And I'm sure a lot of people will sit on that bench and they will have reflection, you know, they'll reflect on Craig, what a great guy he was.
And today the memorial service, it begins at 11:30. This is really going to be special for you and your department. Can you explain why?
Well, we've been through a lot of things, you know, a lot of ups and downs. I explained it like we fell off the pier and we had to swim to shore. And our strides are getting a lot bigger, but a lot of that's just because Officer Williams, you know, and Grendel have come through, and they've been such an inspiration. But as a police department, you know, we've gone to Kenosha, and we went to the funeral there. We had a little memorial service here in Fond du Lac, but we've been going to a lot of other people's memorials, and this is our memorial. And we are going to recognize not just Craig, but the other 2 officers that have fallen over the years. And it's also, it's a memorial, but it pays tribute, and that's the big thing. You know, we're paying tribute to officers that paid the ultimate sacrifice, and it's honor for those and their families. I know there will be some of the Klaskys here, and that's good. No, when we say we'll never forget, and that their officer will never be forgotten, we want to show we mean that. And this gives us an opportunity to thank the public, the officers, for their service. And we're going to have a lot of retired officers here that I'm sure are going to reflect over the years when they wore the badge, the close calls they had.
How has your department been coping since this horrible incident that happened nearly 2 months ago?
Well, you know, the neat thing about this, it's made our team stronger. And you see officers that maybe didn't talk that much before that are getting along, and they're talking. We've had you know, we went to the Bucks game, a group of us, and we've had brat fry now with a group of the officers. They have game nights that they have with us, officers and their spouses and families. And you hear like the Berkey ride, the 67-mile bike ride. There's about 200 people that have signed up for that. So there's all kinds of stuff going on. And these are team building things. Every time that happens, I look at it as a team building opportunity, and this team will only get stronger.
Well, you are retiring June 30th. What are your hopes for the future of this department, especially coming off such a terrible tragedy?
Well, my hope is that the Police and Fire Commission, when I leave, that the next chief has the same belief in team and pulling the rope in the same direction, and really truly cares about this team, because I love these guys. I mean, I hate to leave, but it's probably a good opportunity to leave right now and get everybody on back on track, and then walk away and let someone else lead them. You know, it's no different than a sports team. You know, you can go and they change a coach. As long as that player and the players are solid and the playbook is good, you know, that team is only as strong as the team itself. So the next leader is going to be very fortunate to have a team like this, but they got to pick the right coach.
Well, we certainly appreciate you talking with us this morning. Again, that memorial starts today at 11:30 right here at the Fond du Lac Public Safety Memorial. A memorial not only for Craig Burkholz, but the other two men who are on this marker here, and of course a tribute to all men and women who serve the police force to keep our communities safe. Coming up in our next hour, we are going to be talking with Officer Ryan Williams, who was shot in that March 20th incident, and talk to him about what he's looking forward to today's memorial. Toss it back to you guys.